All right, Gary, what are we playing this week?
Well, Cole, we had an intro recorded,
We did.
but your cat erased it. This is true.
She fell off of the top of the desk onto the keyboard and somehow deleted the intro.
I'm going to get everybody up to speed here. We're not going to go through all this bullshit again.
No, we're not.
The game is Jones in the fast lane, and the randomization was me speeding down the highway really bad, smashing into stuff, being a horrible driver.
Yeah.
And then I had a set of flashcards that were animals and pets from different movies, such as Jones, the cat and Alien.
Yeah, the orange cat.
The orange cat. And then that was Jones in the fast lane. And then we crashed.
And then we crashed and we died.
I assure you, everybody, it wasn't super funny or anything, but it did go on for a little bit. And then it got erased. So
yeah. So now that now you've got it up to speed, Dottie, her work done, now is not sitting on my desk for the first time, literally in 4 hours. So
she had to stop us from doing that thing. Probably because moments after we would record, somebody would die in real life like that or something.
Maybe.
Like we got a Needful Things keyboard or I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
But she probably saved some lives with that. But just imagine the funniest version of that premise. I know it's hard. And then just play it in your head.
Yeah. Jones in the fast lane.
I'm Gary Butterfield.
I'm Cole Ross.
And welcome to Addict Suffering. Did you know you can just lead a horse into a 7-Eleven and leave it there? There's no law against it.
Nobody can even tell you not to. They go to jail if they try.
Yeah, 7-Eleven rules. The 7-Eleven house rules. The only cider house rule is that the cider house rules. I have a character I've been working on, Cole.
Okay. All right.
No. In the scenario, okay, post-pandemic, or if you want, in a world where the pandemic never happened.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Up to you, your choice. In this thing, you are going to a wedding. You have a wedding coming up. Okay.
Okay.
And you've posted on your equivalent of Nextdoor about it. Just like, hey, I'm going to a wedding. Anybody got any advice? So
I'm going to
have to go along with
this.
that.
Okay.
Just checking in with your neighbors.
Okay. So, hey, friends. I know that things are pretty tough. Let's just do this pandemic times. I know things are pretty tough, but the traditions, they have to continue. I'm going to a wedding. Well, I've never been to a wedding before. The pandemic is over
at the very least.
Yeah.
I don't want to deal with any pandemic bullshit during this.
No,
this
during the bit.
It happened, but it's over.
Yeah. Okay. It's been a while since I've been to a wedding. Are there any etiquette tips that I should keep in mind on my, let's say here, acquaintance or loved one's big day?
Yeah. So moments after you post that,
I literally just hit enter. Yeah.
You just hit enter. Just a couple seconds later, you get up to go make a sandwich or something, and the doorbell, dinga de donge, the doorbell pops off.
Oh, okay. Hello? Hi?
Hello, I saw your post.
Oh,
I reach out my hand to shake.
Oh, okay. Shake hands. All right. Yeah, no. I've not seen you around here. My post, what, Twitter, something awful,
no,
what?
On whatever you use instead of Nextdoor.
Oh,
I'm your new neighbor.
Oh, literally just now. Wow. And you're right outside. Were you there when I posted it?
I was online.
No, I mean physically,
so I saw it
sir.
online.
Well, what's your name?
Nabisco Ayahuasca.
Okay. Hi. Hey. Thanks. Bisco. Can I call you Bisco?
Sure.
Okay. Thanks, Bisco. Yeah, my name's Cole.
I wanted to offer my services. Hello, Cole. I hear you're going to a wedding.
Yeah, no, I'm going to a wedding. It's been a little bit nervous. I don't know if you remember, we had a pandemic there a little while ago.
Sure.
Yeah. I don't want to take too many green beans and end up
shits.
executed. Yeah. No. Yeah. Okay. So your services, what do you do? What's your...
There's two things you should know about me. One,
I only want to know one thing. I want to know what you do.
Okay. I'll tell you what I'll do, and I'll tell you the other important part about me after that, and you can decide if you want. You can hire me. Very reasonable now that the pandemic is over. I'm back in business.
Okay.
I will hang out at the wedding, and whenever you come in the room, I'll go, this guy right here, who let him in? I also call breasticles at the wedding.
Okay.
So those are the two services I provide.
Okay. What if I want one and not the other? Is it like a package?
It is a
thing?
package deal.
Do I pay extra?
All the bisco.
Do I pay X? Okay, no. So
there's for free.
There's no option. Well, it's not really okay. All right. So breasticles. Okay, I take it that it's completely off limits, that I can't get you to not refer to the women's chests, right?
If I refer to the breast, I will refer to them as breasticles or occasionally chesticles.
Okay, yeah, no, so I get it. I understand. So,
but who knows if I will? How stacked is your family?
I mean, average. It's fine,
average,
I just
nice.
So what you're saying is like, I mean, for God's sake, you're not going to comment about a woman's breast to her face, are you?
No. Mostly, I'm just going to be there for when you come into the room,
and you do the
point at you like
let this
guns.
guy here.
Hey, this guy.
Yeah,
you can't let this guy near the bride.
Come up and
pat you on the back,
tousle my hair. Yeah. Here comes bad
like
news.
This motherfucker right here.
Yeah.
This guy's tasty. This is a wild sumbitch.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll say things like that.
So, somebody closed down the bar.
People think that, the people are going to think you're a real fun party guy. Oh. And if you have any cousins with chesticles, I might comment on them.
Okay. I mean, like most of my cousins are like married and stuff. It's like
sure.
All my cousins are 40 now. Like
you can't lock them shits in the crotch. Wild horses run free.
Can't lock them shits in the crotch. Hey, Bisco, what's that? What'd you say?
It's just a colorful euphemism for these chesticles.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah.
Just because you're married doesn't mean your breasts are married, if you know what I mean.
True. I know.
This guy knows what I mean.
I know exactly what you.
This guy knows what I mean.
This guy right here. Yeah. Somebody shut down the bar.
Yeah.
Does your parole officer know you're here? Sorry, I'm giving you notes. This is your job. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, no.
He's just really happy that I'm back in business.
Oh, you actually have a parole officer. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. What are you in for? Because you're gonna be around like my family and like kids and stuff.
Sure, no, nothing with kids.
Okay, cool.
Nothing with kids.
Because I gotta say, if this was repurposed into a comedy bit later, that would be really unpleasant if that just was a detail that worked its way in.
I promise, Nabisco Ayahuasca is not that dark.
Okay.
He's mostly a fun character who makes you feel more zany and welcome at weddings, and also has a very specific, outmoded form of referring to breast, and may or may not do it.
Okay, so just a real wild card in a very specific way. I do need to know.
This Joker's wild and makes you wild.
I need to know how wild are you going to make me, buddy? Have you killed a man? Has Nabisco Ayahuasca killed a man?
Have I killed a man, or are you asking if I will imply that you've killed a man at the wedding? Like this guy, lock up your guns.
Yeah. So I'm trying to cultivate a bit of a bad boy image. So like,
sure.
Can you modify your routine and be like,
oh shit, this guy.
Who let him in here?
My God.
Oh no, here comes trouble.
This guy. Yeah. Mothers, lock up your daughters and call the cops. This guy.
Yeah. This guy showed up. Oh no, not this guy. Like literally just say the same things that you were going to say.
Mm-hmm.
But
scared voice.
But just say it like really like in a real panic.
Yeah. Son of a bitch. Let's go. This motherfucker. We got to get out of here.
Yeah.
I'll pat you on the back. Make a quick comment or not about breasticles and like run out.
Because the thing is, like, if you imply that I'm a big party animal, like people are going to expect that I'm going to like put a lampshade on my head or some shit.
Absolutely.
Like, and
I can bring one.
Well,
it's the platinum package.
I would expect so, yeah. But like, it's just not who I am. Like that's not the vibe that I've put together over the course of my 30-something years here on this planet, sir.
So you don't want to be fun at the wedding? Like you don't want people to like you at the wedding? Like I can give you all the lines. When you leave the bathroom, be like, this is where all the dicks hang out. Mention my name. You'll get a good seat. You get to say all the cool things after leaving the bathroom that make weddings fun. You get to come up with a good toast that kind of, pokes fun at the breasticles of the bride, or other aspects of the groom.
I think that you would be setting an expectation that I can't live up to, and I think that would be that will be disrespectful to your art, is what I think.
Okay. Well, what if you kept me on board? Like, just so you start in this life, and then I live here in your water closet.
Okay.
Where the water heater is.
No, that's occupied. My cousin Maynard.
You got a guy?
Yeah, no, the corner between the water heater and the furnace is taken by Maynard.
Do you think this Maynard guy might want to employ my services?
You know what? Maynard might.
It seems like, just based on the name, it seems like something. Can I go check him out?
You might be able to. Is this just a scheme to get free crudité?
This is a scheme to also live in your closet.
Oh, damn it. Maynard, no.
I'm in. And scene. Slowly filling up your closet.
With weirdos who knock on my door.
Mm-hmm. And scene.
And scene. Jones in the fast lane.
Mm-hmm. It's the game of life.
Yeah, pretty much just that. A little bit more simmy. Yep. You're dealing with time. But yeah, it's like a board game. This is a Sierra game. Like this is Ken Williams made this.
Mm-hmm. And it has slapping music.
You know what? The version that I played, I didn't have any music in it.
Same, but I looked it up on YouTube.
Ooh, okay. Yeah, you can just go to jonesinthefastlane.com, and I have no idea how that is still there. This was a patron demand by David. Thank you, David. This game's cool. I played it for like 45 minutes. I had to put it down. I had to force myself to put it down. Yeah.
It is a lightly humorous life simulation game that's very similar to like the Game of Life or Alter Ego or something, where you're just filling up your meters, like your money, your happiness, your education meter and stuff. You can play against the computer. You can play against people if you're playing in real life. And you just go week by week, just paying rent and doing like economics, playing the stock market,
Yeah. Applying for a job, like starting at the bottom of the rung at a fast food place, and like splitting your week between working there and doing like using a turn on that and using turns to like go and study, and you apply for better jobs, and those each have like education requirements, but like not every job is open at all times, and applying for them like will take time out of your turn and stuff. Yeah. And you reach these like economies of scale. Like, you would have to, like, because you live in a shitty apartment that just has a chair and a bed. If you buy a week's worth of food at the grocery store, it's cheaper, especially if you buy like 4 weeks worth of food in bulk. But all your food will go rotten unless you spend a bunch of money on a refrigerator.
Yes, like real life.
Like real life.
Yeah. And the prices are really weird. Like the fast food prices are very high for some reason.
$60 for a burger. Yeah,
it's like a week worth of burgers.
Oh no!
Because you only eat once a week.
Are you trying to commit suicide by burger?
Yeah. Tacos and loneliness are a dangerous mix. This should provide adequate sustenance for a Doctor Who marathon. So you get you eat a lot of food at that point, and there are no the big thing I saw when reading about this is there are no fail conditions. Really, you can lose to Jones, who is this horrible goblin.
So we should talk about the graphics. Each of the characters you can play as is like a
Tim and Eric. But it's like very Tim and Eric.
Like your main guy, he looks like his basic outfit. He looks like Roddy Piper, and They Live.
Yeah,
he's got the hair and the glasses and the jeans, but they're like they're digitized like video people, and even like the clerks and your bosses at the business are all like FMV. But Jones is like it's a discount Dilbert. We got Dilberts on discount. What?
Yeah, he's not Dilbert, but he's also not quite not Dilbert.
Yeah,
and he's this like little goblin with like multiple proportions. He's just very. You can choose how competitive you want your Jones to be. You get a lot of freedom with Jones.
Yeah.
There.
But Jones is the computer character.
Yes.
And like I learned the game because you get to see like all of his turns that he takes. I was like, oh, that's what you have to do. Like when it's time to pay the rent, you actually have to like go to the rental office. And if you don't pay the rent, then your landlord garnishes your wages the next week.
Yeah. Your landlord also wants to fuck you.
What?
It's weird. Yeah, the landlord I had, it might have just been where I went, but she was very like sultry and seductive.
Mine just told me not to call her at 4 a.m. anymore.
Oh, well, you weren't. I was doing the dating sim elements of this. The guy who made this, this is actually our second interaction with him because he was the creative director behind Quest for Glory 2.
Oh shit! Really?
Yeah.
Nice.
And did a bunch of Space Quest stuff. A lot of those like humorous, Sierra things, and then also Police Quest 3, The Kindred. so like mostly though, the pretty fun. Funny stuff, comedy stuff.
There's a particular kind of like 90s humor in this. Like when you go to the fast food place, they talk about like, oh, to get here, just follow the trash on the highway. Like just real like basic jokes about corporate malfeasance.
Yeah. There's one where they say, save yourself 45 minutes and just flush this now. Which is pretty like
just real
myself 45 minutes.
real gentle jokes that like one Nabisco ayahuasca would probably make if he was active at the time.
Yeah, this was before he was born though.
Yeah.
Nabisco
ayahuasca is a fresh faced 17-year-old.
Yeah, I didn't tell you he was a kid. But that's the twist. It's fun. Like this is fun, but I just kept thinking like, I don't know. I want to play this kind of game on my phone.
Yeah.
I want to play this kind of game with more ease of use things. Like if I had, stumbled upon this when I was 11, I would have eaten this shit up. I'd never heard of this game before.
Yeah.
I would have eaten this the fuck up. But as an adult, I just kind of had that feeling of like, oh, like there are things that have done this a little bit better.
Yeah.
I wouldn't. But I like what it's doing.
Yeah, like definitely like this is, it rises beyond the level of functional to the point where it is like intriguing for, as its own kind of thing. But also like I'm not gonna fire this one back up because they're just better, I could play The Sims,
This is 30 years old.
Yeah.
Like this owns because it's 30 people have lived and died many times.
At least 10 other video games have been made since this came out. So
yeah, this is way back in the Bush senior administration.
Yeah.
This is old school. So like it's very cool for when it came out.
Yeah. No, but it's good. I like it quite a bit. I wish that our buddy David here had given. Oh wait, no, it's 1992. I just put the CD-ROM in the caddy and into my 486. I'm 10, and this is now how I'm learning to be an adult.
One of the things I think a lot about with the game of life, I find the game of life really illustrative in like a mindset that I think people sometimes have, where they think about their lives kind of like the game of life or things like this, where it's about acquiring these kind of milestones. And I always reject that because the trick to life is you're there every day for it.
Yeah.
So like those people with like a 10-year plan, it's like, man, do you know how fucking long 10 years is? Like, how are you planning for 10 years down the road? Do you know how different I am than I was when I was 30?
Yeah.
What is a 10-year plan? What are you doing?
Yeah. No. And I think that I don't know. I was not sophisticated enough to have this analysis. I never really liked the game of life. Because I thought it was boring, and that spinner's not very fun. I
love the spinner.
I don't know. In the grand scheme of like randomizers for video games, nothing beats the pop-o-matic bubble popper in Trouble.
Yeah, of course.
I
wish there were more opportunities to use the pop-o-matic bubble.
I just need to buy a copy of Trouble and just so I have the pop-o-matic.
Cut it out.
Yeah,
like they should make the pop-o-matic like fidget toy.
Yes.
I just want a single pop-o-matic bubble grafted onto my skin like a cyborg.
Yep.
So I can just pop-o-matic
to help
bubble.
me make decisions. Yeah.
Yeah, every time I have to use the bathroom, I use the pop-o-matic bubble and it decides whether I'm going to pee, puke, or poop.
Oh God! is the puke? Is that like a critical failure? Is that if you get snake eyes or what?
Yeah, there's little stars on that side of the dice.
Like, oh, here we go.
Yeah, and then like 4 of them are pee.
Right.
One is poop, one is puke.
Hey Gary, here's a question for you. Are you puking as much as you poop?
But it says more about the latter than the former. But I mean, it could also be like an 8-sided die.
Oh, true. Yeah.
The thing about a pop-o-matic bubble is you could put I want a whole set of D&D dice that are all in pop-o-matic bubbles.
You could put,
how cool would that be?
Absolutely. Like, I'm gonna cast Fireball. I'm a level 16 wizard. Okay, this is gonna take a bit.
Click. Everyone, somebody writing this down. Click.
But think about the game of life. Aside from the spinner being kind of shitty, it always felt like a little bit like this is kind of boring. Like the stuff that's in here, I don't really have you're gonna go to school and get married.
Yeah,
cool. I guess I look forward to that. I don't know.
I consider it to be better than Monopoly.
Yeah,
it's like Monopoly but better. Like Monopoly fucking sucks. We all know this.
Yeah.
The game of life is basically doing the same thing. It's less competitive. It's more of it's almost like a weird single player game you play with other people, like golf.
Yeah.
I remember liking it just being kind of brighter and more colorful and taking less time than Monopoly.
More like just a more engaging board on the game of life.
Yeah. Pretty with like the 3D elements and stuff, the mountains and stuff like that's a pretty attractive.
Yeah.
board.
It's no Mall Madness, but.
No. I mean, very few things are.
There's a mezzanine in Mall Madness, dude.
Yeah.
Come on.
All I want is board games with mezzanines. I had a planned digression that I've been saving.
Okay.
For a little while. Do we have more Jones things to say? I mean, I know this game is good. I'm not trying to give short shrift to this game. I just don't have that much more to talk about it. It's cool.
I don't. Yeah. I would say you can literally just go in your browser to Jones on the Fast Lane. This is there are much worse ways to spend $20 or to spend 20 minutes. $20.
It just takes, you have to put a $20 bill into your computer slot, into your CD drive. Yeah, you should definitely do that and listen to the music. Yeah. Go on YouTube and listen to the opening theme song. It reminds me a lot of Dave's theme from Maniac Mansion. It's like whatever genre that's trying to be.
That's high praise.
It's very good. Have we ever talked about 9 Chickweed Lane?
9 Chickweed Lane. You'll probably get partway into this and I will have already heard it, but no, I don't believe that we have.
So this is a month ago or so, somebody brought this to my attention on Twitter. So this is me. Other people have talked about this. I'm not trying to say I discovered this weird thing. I'd never heard about it before, though. It is a syndicated newspaper comic that is, the whole point is that it's kind of like softcore, horny.
Wait a minute.
It's really, I just put a Twitter thread in the Slack that is kind of a best of. It's really weird. There are a lot of people being held up by erections, a lot of hand jobs and stuff, a lot of people fucking in public in this comic.
9 Chickweed Lanes. Okay. Oh, wait. So are these the main characters? Is it the blonde lady in the MS Paint shirt? Yeah. It looks kind of like Stephen King to me. She says to him, "Can you imagine for a moment being our kids, thinking of us locked in an act of most private intimacy?" Then they look at each other, and then they
start to go at it.
Yeah, literally.
Can you imagine our kids walking in on us fucking? Oh god!
Oh yeah, it gets me going. Is this printed in papers, Gary?
Yes.
What?
Apparently so. Yeah. So isn't that wild?
I don't understand. So we have
it ran for over 25 years. Let me see. Syndicated as a United Feature Syndicate, a division of the Andrews McNeil syndication. It's a newspaper strip.
Right.
Like this shows up in newspapers. You could pick up the newspaper and it could be, like this one, right? The several ones down where the guy, the woman like gets up on top of the really old man and is like, what do you want? Or what do you want to do? And she's like, no, never mind. I know what you want. And then her panties fall off as she is suspended by his dick. Like he's not using his arms to hold her up. It's like when somebody falls down the side of a building and they land on a pole.
Yeah, Sideshow Bob falling off the dam. Yeah,
the dam. It's exactly that, but with like an incredibly like a guy who makes jam and jellies.
No,
it's on his dick.
Yeah, this is the original Werther's.
Yes.
Why is she so
Grandpa
small?
Brickleberry here has got a huge dick.
Why
we need to take from this.
Why is she so well? So no, it's like she is like holding him, kissing him. She is very tiny. Like it's almost like she's a child. Again, I don't mean to get dark for that. She looks down. She asks, "How did you do that? Do what?" Never mind what. Apparently, without using his hands, he got her panties off. And like the last frame, I assure you, it is just the bottom half of this woman with her panties just kind of like hanging around her feet. Newspapers print this smut?
Yeah. Is he penetrating her? Is that how she's staying up?
I mean, he would be penetrating her.
Is it literally like a coat rack? Like it's like a hoodie on a coat rack.
What is this? Wait, so I want to thank you for everything you did to bring our babies home. It was nothing. You don't understand. I said, I want to thank you. Whoops. What do you mean, whoops? Nothing. Just press on and don't look down. What in the...
This is because she says don't look down because she's had a C-section.
Okay. So is there continuity to this?
Yes. Apparently. So she just had a C-section and she wants to sex her Rick Moranis, Stephen King.
It's going to rip out her incisions. It's like her stitches are going to tear.
Yeah, this is a suture buster right here. this comic. It's really fucking wild. Like reading this thread, I was just like, I cannot believe this is a thing.
This reads like a parody, like the Idiocracy parody, like what if we took Love Is to its logical extension?
Yeah,
it's about this
Yeah.
literally is just like Sex Is. It's like like light flirting and then like tastefully in quotes cropped drawings of like fucking either about to commence to fucking
or doing it just off panel.
Yeah.
And like as somebody, like I understand they have to keep the spark alive.
Right. Right.
But if I let's say I was one of these little kids, I would not be nearly as into my parents being quite this sexually active in public about it. Yeah. So here's one I want to describe.
Okay.
Mom and dad are sitting on the couch. They're sharing one cushion. Mom reaches over, grabs dad's inner thigh. Dad reaches over and grabs hers. Mom says the girls are asleep. He says, yes, they are. They commence to get on. I suppose we should tuck them up in bed. It seems silly to wake them up. The kids immediately wake up, stare at them. What are mom and dad doing? And they're thinking this telepathically to each other. What are mom and dad doing? They seem to be inspecting each other for parasites. Make a note of this. We may want it later when we can understand it. I don't even understand what a note is. So their two twins that they have are watching them, and in the fantasy of this comic, they're like, hey, this looks pretty good. I think in the future I'm going to be into this.
And like the actual joke would be, I can't wait to tell my psychiatrist about this in 20 years.
Yeah, that would be a pretty, like this should be played for darkness.
Yeah.
Because it's really dark.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like the fact that this person is trying to involve, like in the fantasy is involving the kids in the intimate act like this.
Consistently.
They should be investigated, I think. Like not to start like a satanic panic witch hunt, but like this seems like probable-ish cause to me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this person's kid should be taken away.
Well, probably that was indicated for 20 years. This person is either dead or...
We shouldn't have published our crimes in the newspaper.
We're live streaming insurrections, dude. We're well past that.
Yeah. All those fight clubs that we live streamed with Rule of Roses Rose got us into trouble.
Rule of Roses Rose. Oh, Jesus. Yeah. No, I think just at the very least, people should be like side-eyeing this. This was in papers for 25 years. I don't know if it's still the case, but like I remember being a kid, like I would always like, like grab the paper after my parents were done with it because it felt like an adult thing to read the paper, but you always went for the lifestyle section and you always went for the comics. And there were comics I didn't like because they were boring and I didn't understand them, like, oh, Mary Worth, whatever. Like, I don't care about that. Give me that sweet, sweet Kathy, that fox.
Yeah.
Hey, Gary, is it Kathy or is it Attack from Mars or Mars Attacks?
It's Billy Joel during.
Oh, okay, yeah, a third option comedy.
But yeah, I would read those because they had a gag. Yeah, I wanted to read a gag strip, like, oh, Hannah the Horrible. He's having a rough day.
Oh, Andy Cap, you wife-beating drunk.
Yeah. But a lot of these don't even have punchlines. Like the end is just they have sex or masturbate.
Right.
It's just like, I'm just imagining being a kid and reading in 25 years, like this would have been around.
Yeah.
When I was 15, like I could have that was when I was prime picking up the paper.
Yeah.
Years. It's just really wild.
Man, and I would have come away with some really strange assumptions about relationships if I saw this.
If I'm being honest, I would have masturbated to it a lot.
Oh,
just being honest.
I mean,
like, as a teen, come on, man.
If not directly to it, that would have made the engine turn over. This probably wouldn't be my map for where I was going, but it would get me started down the road.
Exactly. Yeah. This would jumpstart your. But yeah, in retrospect, now it just seems like the weirdest fucking thing in the world.
I mean, especially the grandpa with the exceptionally small. Like, I need the wiki.
Small wife grandpa.
I found a new kind of guy.
Small wife grandpa guy. Like who is still at the age of like, he's either like 60 or 80. It's hard to tell, but regardless of what, he can still, you want to make sure that you can stay erect enough to support a fully grown woman.
Yeah.
That's the marker of masculinity.
That's the test, right? If you can walk upstairs, you can have sex.
Yeah. And if you can support an entire person.
Yeah.
With your erection solely, with no arm strength or anything.
Yeah. Wait a minute. I'm
like
looking,
a Hercules hook.
I'm looking at the characters. I can't even find like elderly. Okay.
Yeah.
Wait, Thorax, formerly Grand's gentleman friend, brilliant and odd beyond all description. Apparently a large, amiable, elderly farmer. He does not appear to be quite human, but he has a quantum anomaly in his shed. It is uncertain whether Thorax uses this quantum anomaly to break through the barriers of space, time, and dimension in order to appear in the McAldeny other online strip, Pibgorn, but he plays a significant role in several story arcs there.
There's also Thorax's father, who is aged beyond reckoning, with a classy Yankee farmer, acerbic mine. So it's one of these old guys.
It's one of these old guys. I need pictures.
There's also like a lot of people have like really German names too.
Amos Van Heusen.
Yeah, there's like Dwight Schrute's family.
Yeah.
All this stuff. Like, Burkhard Kriegel.
Edna O'Malley. During the time she had a relationship with Lieutenant Peter Kiesel, an Austrian Wehrmacht POW in England, which they rekindled 10 years later in New York. When does this take place?
The Weimar Republic.
This was written. It started in 1993.
What a specific collection of neuroses this person has. There's also animals too. I find that the guy Brooke McEldowney, who writes it, is very funny. Like the picture of him just be like, like his Wikipedia picture is funny to me.
Huh. I need to learn what's up with this very small woman and this very old man. I need to save her.
I'm gonna adopt this cartoon character.
Oh geez, wiki visually, what is this? That's a bad website. I don't care for this at all, Gary. I wish that this was amazing. I wish this wasn't introduced into my life.
Well, if you like this show, head on over to patreon.com/Duckfeed.tv and kick us some money.
Yeah. Thank you very much, David, for recommending this Jones in the Fast Lane. I had no idea it existed. and I'm happy to know that it does. It honestly just makes me want to go play other life sim games, but it is a storied tapestry that we weave with our life sim games. It's
fun to run into something where it's like, if I found this when I was a kid, I would have lost my mind.
Yeah. This would have been really addictive to me as a 10-year-old. Again, learning what it is to be an adult after reading 9 Chickweed Lane or whatever.
Yeah, and just like, I'd rather learn about apartments and rent than learn about supporting small women with the entirety of my turgidity.
Oh man. But yeah, if you would like to support us, you can go to patreon.com/Duckfeed.tv, demand an episode of the show, or you can talk about us on social media, leave ratings or reviews. Honestly, it's all good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we like anything you can do that interfaces with us when you're nice.
Yeah.
And that's basically it.
I think so. Yeah.
What should people do?
So until next time, as Knight's Alchemy always says, and until next time, my name is Cole Ross, and I approve this message paid for by the Ohio Committee to Feed Ducks.